Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the FIFINE K678 USB condenser microphone. This is a microphone that you can use for gaming, voiceover, podcasting, or singing. In this video we'll check out how to get the microphone set up with our computer, and then we'll go over some audio samples to see how it sounds. Before we get started though, I'd like to mention this microphone was provided to me by FIFINE for review, and if you want to get one for yourself, check out the links in the video description down below. While you're at it, you can subscribe to the channel, that way you can check out all our new videos whenever they're released. To get started with the unboxing, I'm quite pleased with how FIFINE has presented and packed this product. In the box, we'll see we have our instructions at the top, and then we have the microphone, a little adapter to connect it to a microphone stand, and a USB cable to connect it to our computer. All we have to do to connect it to the computer is tilt the microphone, plug in one end of the cable to the bottom of the microphone, and the other to a free USB port on our computer. From there, we can check on our computer to make sure that the FIFINE K678 is the audio device for both the microphone and the audio output. As far as mounting options for this microphone, we can either use the included stand, or there's a screw-in adapter in the bottom that can allow it to connect to any microphone stand. As an alternative to that, we can probably use a shock mount that can come with some different microphones to mount it, but that's not included with this. The shock mount would allow less noise to be transmitted to the microphone if we're doing things like typing, and that's really the only problem I've had with this microphone so far. If we're typing on the computer or playing games with this microphone while it's on, we can get some of those vibrations transferred into the microphone and creating this very low-pitched booming sound. I'll show you what that sounds like right now. One reason to get a USB microphone like this is that it's completely standalone, which means you don't need to use a USB audio interface to connect the microphone, and it just connects directly to USB and works on its own. We can record with the microphone like this and play back all our sound through only the microphone. For features with this microphone, we have a built-in stand with adjustments for the position. To adjust it, all we have to do is loosen the knobs on the side, move the microphone to the correct position, and tighten them back down to lock the microphone in place. The front of the microphone has an LED indicator that tells us if the microphone is on or if it's muted. When the LED light is green, that means the microphone's active and that we can record sound through it. When the LED indicator is red, that means that the microphone is muted. To change this, just press the circle button right below the LED indicator. The back of the microphone has two knobs. The top knob is used to control the microphone level, and that's the recording level that we'll use. The bottom knob is just to control the headphone volume level. On the bottom of the microphone, we have the USB connector, a 3.5mm headphone output to connect any set of headphones to, and a different type of mount adapter, that way we can use this with a microphone stand. The other thing that I'm impressed with from this microphone is the build quality. The whole microphone and the stand is made out of metal instead of plastic, so it does feel quite sturdy. As far as the sound quality on this microphone, if you have it positioned correctly, it is quite good. The voice through it is really clear and easy to hear. One of the most important things about getting the correct sound out of this microphone is making sure the position is correct. This is a cardioid microphone, which means that the microphone picks up sound directionally from just in front of it. It kind of tries to block out sound that's coming from behind as well. To get the microphone in the right position, we want to make sure the LED light and the mute button is on the front, and the knobs are on the back. If we turn the microphone around, we'll notice that it starts to exclude our voice, and it sounds like we're quite a bit more distant from the microphone, as if we're talking to it from across the room. That's not really the right sound quality that we want, and that's why we have to make sure the microphone's in the correct position. In addition to that, it's also important to make sure we're not too close to the microphone, as that can make the sound too muffled, or that we're not too far away from the microphone, as that can make it hard to hear as well. As far as making sure the microphone's in the right position, I'd recommend putting it on the desk in front of you at about 6 to 8 inches away from your face. If you have the microphone across the desk, it's going to sound like you're quite far away, kind of like this, and this isn't really the best sound quality we'd want out of this microphone. If we were to leave it like this, it would pick up way too much room noise, so instead, to get a clear sound, make sure you're in close to the microphone. To get the sound right, we'll want to dial in the microphone knob on the back. If we have the volume set too high, then the microphone will start clipping and sounding distorted like this. There's no way to fix this after we've recorded it, so the solution is to just make sure the microphone level is appropriate to begin with. Otherwise, if it's too low, it can be a little bit too hard to hear us and we won't be able to use that signal level. I usually use the microphone with the signal level right about in the middle, right here. That way it's easiest to hear. One thing that I was a little bit concerned about before using this is whether or not I'd need to use a pop filter with the microphone. And it does sound like it's properly got this built in, so when we're making sounds with like a P sound, like a p, there's not much sound or popping that gets picked up by the microphone. One of the things I was wondering about before I got this microphone would be how much hiss there is from it. Some low quality microphones can have a lot of background noise, but it doesn't seem to be a problem with this one at all. There is a little bit of hiss with the headphones, but at a reasonable level when you're just listening to videos or something on the computer, I haven't had a problem with that. It's mostly when the headphones are turned up all the way. As far as my overall impressions, I do think this is a pretty good quality microphone for the price. It's clear and easy to use, it has a headphone output and both knobs to make adjustments, as well as the mute button to mute ourselves for convenience. This microphone is probably best for people that are doing voiceovers, working from home and need a microphone to be heard clearly, or for gaming if they want to make sure that their friends can hear them without having to use a gaming headset. If I had any criticism about this microphone at all, the only thing I'd be concerned about is the fact that it does pick up quite a bit of vibrations if you're typing on a keyboard. So if we have sound going down below, we can hear that our fingers are tapping and this low frequency is transmitting through the microphone. That can be annoying for other people to hear, and if we're not typing, then it's not an issue. Otherwise, we can mute the microphone when we are typing. As far as quality and features, this microphone can compete with other microphones on the market, and it is quite the good value for what it does. I'd also like to mention that all the audio you've been hearing for the voiceover in this video was created only using the FIFINE K678 condenser microphone. I haven't added any additional effects like compression, equalization, or noise reduction, so what you're hearing in this video is exactly as it sounds coming out of this microphone. Thanks for checking out this video on the FIFINE K678 USB condenser microphone. If you like this video, don't forget to check out the links in the video description, as well as our social media links to check out all our recent videos. You can also give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to make sure you see all our new content.